Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. How is everyone? Hello, Sharon. Hi, Wendy. I see you two are on. Welcome. How is your Thursday? I will tell you that this morning we got a new stove. And so we have been busy installing our stove all morning. I think I told you guys last week we've been without an oven. The stove actually worked, but the oven didn't. So we've been without an oven for, I don't know, probably over a month, maybe almost like a month and a half, maybe. I don't even know. And all of the places that we had contacted kept saying they wouldn't have ovens until the oven that we wanted until like towards the end of March. And so finally we just took the plunge and called places instead and said, okay, tell us what you have in stock because we need an oven. So we have an oven. And my middle daughter, was really funny because when we told her we were getting an oven, that we found one and it was going to be delivered today, she said, oh my gosh, I've been praying for an oven before Christmas. She was really concerned about doing Christmas treats. I think she was thinking we weren't going to have any Christmas treats. And so she had been secretly praying to have an oven before Christmas time, and it arrived. Hello, Jill. Sharon says, yay, that we got an oven. We are thinking the same. April says, remember to set my timer this week. Good. We're glad that you're here, April. Thank you for getting on. Okay, so I have lots of stuff to cover with you guys today. And first of all, we have a special guest. Are you ready to meet the person giggling off to the side? Laura says, hello. Hi, Laura.
Hello, everybody.
This is my mom.
We're going to be hello and goodbye. I don't do anything.
I can't talk her into sticking around longer. So she was I will say hello and then I will get off again. Yeah. So this is my mom.
Do your thing.
You can call her Judy, and she comes and she works in the shop with me. So nearly every day she's here helping to pack orders. She's like the floss kit whisperer. So any floss kits that you guys get, my mom has usually put it together. Sharon says, hi, Mom. Woohoo. Elizabeth says, hi, Mom. April says, hi, Judy. Laura says, yay, Mom. Brandy says, hello. Yay. Kim says, what? Hi, Mom. Kim Patterson says, Merry Christmas, Angela and your mom. Sharon says, what kind of bag do you want?
Oh, no bag. Doesn't have to be a bag.
And then Brandy says, nice to meet you.
You too.
So this is Mom. Hi, Mrs. Judy, says Kim. Now I know where Angela gets her gorgeous looks.
Oh, my.
That's what I think, too. Both of us. Sue says, so get that I went 2 years with no oven. What? You went 2 years without an oven?
Not 2 years.
How did that happen? Vicky says, hi. Laura says, your cross stitch is beautiful.
Oh,
Judy.
Thank you.
Wendy says hello, and Sandy says, hi, Judy. So excited to meet the face, put a face with the name. She's the floss.
Well, everybody have a very Merry Christmas and goodbye. Okay.
There she goes. She came and she took off. Yeah, we'll see you later. We'll talk to you later. Okay, so how are you guys? That was my mom. That was my mom, the person who raised me. Okay, so we have lots of stuff to talk about today. And somebody keeps texting me, so I need to turn this off. Kim says, and you do foreground work. Jack Frost Farm was so pretty. Yes, it was. We still have to figure out how to finish that. Cindy says hello, and Sandy says, hi, friends. Okay, so I have lots of good stuff to share with you today, and I'm going to start with quilting today. I took down my retro ornaments quilt because we have been using it. After the live stream last week, I was like, I really want to get that down and use it for Christmas. And so we got it down. And the first night that I got it down, we were sitting and watching Rudolph. We introduced our little one to Rudolph. So she watched it for the first time. And I kind of snuggled underneath that Christmas quilt with her. And then along come my two other daughters, and they were like, is there room for me? And so all three of my girls snuggled with me under our Christmas quilt to watch Rudolph. It was like I had a moment when it was happening that I was like, okay, I want to remember this because this isn't going to happen all the time. So I really tried to kind of burn it into my brain. So my retro ornaments quilt is down, and I was going to try to put up another quilt today, but it didn't happen because we've been seriously unpacking and trying to install that oven all morning, which thankfully my dad was here to help out with. And so I didn't have time to hang a quilt. Kim says that was such a treat. I told you she would be in and out, like it's way outside of her comfort zone. Like I said, it's way outside of my comfort zone, but it's like a million miles more for my mom outside of her comfort zone. Like it's just, she's doesn't like attention on her. And so she's just really not comfortable with that. So that was a big surprise that she jumped in to say hello. Sue says, take out and microwave. I know it's not fun. Last night, I think my kids were like, are we going to have pasta again? Because the stove still works. So we could make noodles, but we couldn't bake it. They were like, just so sick of pasta. Oh my gosh. Sharon says, okay, Angela, you will have to tell me what kind of bag she would want. And I will talk to you about it. But she keeps saying, I don't need a bag. I don't need a bag. Wonderful memory, says Sharon. And Kim says, oh, how sweet. Yes. So I'm enjoying that quilt so much. I'm really enjoying having it. There's something about having a quilt for Christmas. Like this Christmas season, there's just warmth and rejoicing and happiness and snuggles. And we're supposed to get snow this weekend. I have been hoping for a white Christmas, and so have my kids. And almost every year since they have been born, we've had green Christmases here, which is shocking to me because when I was little, we always had white Christmases. But it's been green Christmas after green Christmas. And so it's supposed to snow this weekend, and we'll see how much we get and if it sticks. I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go through some stuff that we have in the shop that is ready to ship. And then I'm going to go through what's coming this month and then kind of the next stuff that's coming in January and February, so that if any of you guys want to get reservations in before they sell out, because I keep selling out of reservations and I feel so bad that then I don't have that stuff available to sell once the stuff arrives. And I keep trying to increase my cushion and then it keeps selling, which is a wonderful problem to have. Like I'm not complaining at all, but I do feel bad for people who are like, I really would like to get that, but I don't have any left. Brandy says, just really glad that she said hi. So good to see her. Glad there is happiness about your new oven. Yes, there is. We are so happy. Okay. I don't even know where to start because I've got like a mound of stuff over here and then some other goodness over here. So let me put this stuff over here. And then I'm sorry, but you guys are probably going to have to hear me sing 12 Days of Christmas again. Unless you don't want me to, then I won't go through it. I'll just talk through it. But I was going to go through that stuff today too. But if you don't want to hear it, then I am fine not doing it. I am to get a dusting of snow. Disappointed, not more. Yeah, we're going to see how much. They're predicting like a fair amount, like maybe 6 to 8 inches. But sometimes they predict that and then it doesn't happen. So we'll just see. But the kids will be so excited. Oh my gosh. Sharon says, sing. Okay, so first I'm going to go through the stuff that we have in the shop. We have the Dear Christmas panel. Did you see that picture of Sharon's grandson snuggling under that quilt she made with this panel? It was so darn cute. It was darling. And so you can take this panel and you can work it into a beautiful quilt, add a few borders. It's gorgeous. So the Dear Christmas panel is in the shop, ready to ship. And I'm getting stuff out like lickety split so that you guys can get your stuff. Sing your heart out, says Sandy. Sharon says, thank you, Brandy. Her quilt was awesome. We also have the On the Farm cut and sew barn with the farm animals. This one is super cute. Could be made up into a quick gift for somebody. So, and while I'm thinking of it, I've been getting orders for gift certificates, which is amazing, but I keep forgetting to tell people about it. So if you're looking for a last minute gift for Christmas or for whatever, we have gift certificates available through the website, and those come directly to you through your email. And then you can forward that email onto the recipient, or you can print it out and put it in a card, or you can, do it however you want to. But that is a great last minute gift. So don't forget that we do have gift certificates available through our shop, if you are so inclined to look for that. Okay. We also have the Dear Christmas quilt kit. I think, two of these left, just two of these left. This is adorable. Comes with instructions, comes with all of the fabric you need to make this. You get the panel in this kit, plus you get all of the fabric you need to make this background. All of the fabric's cut in 2.5-inch strips. So here's what the quilt looks like. So darling. I mean, I still love this quilt. I think it's just so, so cute. So this one is available in the shop, ready to ship right away. We have one more of these left. Oh my gosh. We have one more Prim. This is the Prim Village Quilt Kit by Lori Holt. This is the box that it comes in. It's super cute. I have one. This is the last one of these that I have left. So that one's in the shop ready to ship right away. And then we have, I think I have 3 more of these in the shop. This is Snow Sweet Advent Quilt. So this is the box it comes in, and this is what the quilt looks like. It's super, super cute. It's by Jay Wecker Frisch for Riley Blake Designs. So that's in the shop, ready to ship right away. Kim says, yes, sweet Ollie. Love his name, love his grandma. Too true. Elizabeth says, is that a different type of panel than the other Dear Christmas, or do you applique it? It is the same panel that's included in the kit. And then you cut out that deer and you applique it to the top of your quilt for the Dear Christmas quilt kit. But you can just take that panel and add some borders to it, and voila, you've got a quilt top. And then we have, I believe I have a few of these quilt kits left in the shop. I think I've shipped out everything that was reserved and paid for. And so I have a few of these left in the shop. This is Blooms by Sherry of Sherry and Chelsea by Sherry McConnell. And this comes with that hexy pre-cut, which is pretty cool. I have this one in the shop. This one is Sparkling by Chelsea of Sherry and Chelsea by Chelsea Stratton. And I have this kit in the shop as well. Yeah, I think I have I have a few of these left. So Sparkling is available in the shop. And I have one more, Retro Ornaments, that I made with Dear Christmas. I kitted that up. So it's this quilt, but it's using Dear Christmas fabric. And it's what I had hanging behind me last week, the one that I made. And I have one of these left in the shop. So if you're interested in this one, snag it while you can. This one was super fun. I like it. It was great to cuddle under. Okay, and then we have Prim. So I have one more Prim quilt kit in the shop. This is the kit. You get all of this and all of this. It's a ton. And then I have the So Simple Shapes, and I have backing, and I have all of that. So this is also in the shop, ready to ship right away. Prim by Lori Holt. Put that right there so you can admire it behind me. I think that's it for quilt kits. And then I wanted to I'll go through quick my end of bolt stuff. So if anybody's interested in this stuff, just send me an email or a message and let me know that you're interested. So I have half a yard of Dear Christmas pink light string. So this is a half a yard. I have 1.5 yards of Dear Christmas red plaid, and this is the last that I have in the shop. I flew through that second bolt, and so this is all I have left. 1.5 yards of that one. And then I have 7/8 of a yard of Folktale Sky stripes. They're skinny stripes, and it's called Sky. So this is a 7/8 yard cut, and this is a 1 yard cut of sky in the skinny stripes. That's how it looks. And then 1 yard of Singing in the Rain, umbrellas, super cute. And 3/4 of a yard of Snow Sweet red snowflake. So those are my end of bolts for this week. If you are interested, send me a message so that I can get it out the door to you. And then, let me see. I'll go through this quick. So what do we have coming this month? So in December, this is what is due to come. And as far as I know, I have not heard of any delays. So if there are delays, I will let you know. I'll usually post about it, include it in my newsletter for the week, or talk to you about it on here. But I have not heard of any delays for these yet. So the first one is Sleep Tight. I'm not ordering this entire collection, but I do have these quilt kits available. And the reason I made these available was to have an option available for you if you are quilting NICU quilt to support our Little Miracles Quilts NICU charity program. And so these two are available to be reserved right now in the shop. They're due to arrive this month. And then I also have backing. I ordered backing to go with those. I think maybe I ordered this backing, and I believe I ordered the patchwork backing, but I think they had one that didn't have as much pink, like was more neutral, but they have this patchwork print. And I think I ordered one of those as a backing too. So I will have backing options in the shop for Sleep Tight. And while we're on the subject, here is our Little Miracles quilts thermometer. We are still at about 18. So please, we're trying to get to 100 by the end of February. We're trying to get to 100 quilts donated to NICUs by the end of February. But please be sure that you contact me to get a Little Miracles quilt label so that you can adhere it to your quilt. These labels is how I'm keeping track of these numbers. So every time these go out the door, this thermometer goes up. So we're trying to get 100 NICU quilts donated to NICUs, made and donated by the end of February 2021. And we want to see this thermometer get completely full by the end of February. So please consider, you don't have to get a kit from us. You can make from your own stash. You can do whatever you want. The biggest thing is we just really want quilt kits to go to NICUs. And we really want you to get your label. Your label is free. There's no charge for it. I ship it to you for free. There's absolutely no cost. Just let me know that you want one. You can order it through the shop. It's zero charge. And then as soon as that order comes through, again, you don't have to pay anything, but you're submitting a zero value order. And then as soon as that comes through, I get it out the door to you. Or ideally, you'll add it to an order. If you have an order that you're going to place, just add some quilt labels onto it, and then that'll be that. So you can make it from your own stash, or you can get a kit from us. It doesn't matter, but we just want NICU quilts donated. Please donate. Okay, so that's Sleep Tight. That's coming again this month. So you can make a quilt and not use the panel? Are you talking about for the NICU quilt? You can, the reindeer one. Oh, yes. If you're talking about the quilt kit. So let me see. Where did I put the panel? You can get, so if you just got this panel, Jenny, it's like, what is the size of it? It's like 6 feet by something. It doesn't have the dimensions on here, but this is a really big size panel. So it looks exactly like this. And you could just cut this bottom part off because these are extra little appliques. So you would have this that you can turn into a quilt. So you just could add a border, like a skinny border and maybe a thicker border, and then put some batting in there and some backing, quilt it up and bind it, and voila, you'd have a quilt. If you're doing the quilt kit, then that you make a quilt, you make the quilt top, and then you applique the deer to the top of it. So if you're making this, then you make this entire quilt out of the fabric that's in this kit, and then you fussy cut this deer out of that panel, and then you applique it, like you fusible applique it to the top of your quilt top. Does that make sense? Hello, Deanna. Yeah, Sue, don't forget to get your labels. I'd be happy to ship you some. I'm so excited when people contact me saying that they're going to participate. So Jenny, you could just get the panel and you can make a quilt out of that. If you get this, that panel is included in this quilt kit. So you don't have to purchase it separately. It's included in here. I hope that answers your question. I don't know if that helps you, but I hope that I'm answering your question. Okay, so the other big one that is coming in December this month is Flea Market by Lori Holt. And this one, I ordered the entire collection. So it's all going to be here. And I have everything that you need for the flea market so long. I have the circle rulers. I have the pie ruler. I have the seed ruler. I have the rick rack. I have the clover point turner. I have the bias tape makers. I have the Sue glue. I have everything you need. Lori Holt interfacing. Everything you need is right here at Happy Little Stitch Shop to make this beautiful quilt. So this entire collection is supposed to be coming this month, and I am pretty darn excited. Let's just review the beauty that is Flea Market. Look at all these beautiful prints. Okay, all of these are coming. All of these are coming. All of these are coming. And I think I ordered extra of this one because this one is like my favorite from this collection. I love this print. Look at that. It's so, so cute. I think that is so darling. I really want to use that on backing for something, as backing for something. And then she's got some cheater prints and then all of the wide back. These are her wide back options for Flea Market. I will have all of those as well. Okay, and then here's the quilt. So this is going to be her next sew along that starts at the end of January. I'm not sure if we have any more reservations. We might be sold out of our reservations based on what I ordered. So you'll have to check and see if we have reservations for this. I'm not sure, but this is going to be a beautiful quilt. And then these two. I know that these two are still able to be reserved. So we have the Flea Market Windows quilt kit that comes in this cute little keepsake box. And this one is available to be reserved in the shop. I ordered quite a few of those. And then for this one, I ordered so many of these. Oh my gosh. I ordered a ton of these because I think this table runner is darling. It would be a quick, cute project to put together, and look at it. Comes in that cute little box. So this is definitely, this table runner is definitely available to be reserved in the shop. So this is the Flea Market Table Runner and Flea Market Windows quilt kits. Both of those can be reserved. This is due to arrive this month. Flea Market. It should be a coming this month. Is that Table Runner applique also. So this, I think that it is applique because you need to use the small seed ruler and it requires her interfacing. So yes, I believe that this is applique. And I believe this one is too, because it requires the interfacing and the large seed ruler. So both of these would be applique, but fun to do and beautiful. I think they're so, so cute. Okay, so that's Flea Market. It's coming this month. And then Jenny says, that makes sense for the reindeer quilt. Love the style of quilt. And then would do separate quilt with reindeer. I'm watching delayed. Sorry. Oh, that's okay, Jenny. That's okay. But yeah, you could essentially, like, you don't have to add the reindeer to the top of that other quilt. So if you got the quilt kit, you could get two quilts out of one, if that's what you mean. But yeah, you could totally do that. Just add some extra borders to that panel and voila, that's one quilt. And then the background for, I think this background is just adorable all by itself without the deer on it. And so that could be a second quilt for you. So yeah, you could get two quilts out of one quilt kit. Okay, then coming in January, we have Cozy Christmas by Lori Holt. We are doing our vintage Christmas throwback sew-along. And the more and more I have started thumbing through this book, and I am getting more and more excited about this. Like, I'm just really excited to make these blocks. And so I'm going to put it together a schedule. We'll probably just go in order, block by what's in the book, so that we don't have to keep flipping through the book to figure out where we are. We'll just go through block by block. We'll tackle a few blocks each month. My hope is I will schedule it out so that it can be done in time to enjoy next Christmas. So this fabric is due to arrive the middle of January. And then I will cut up these kits and I will get them out the door to you for everybody who is reserved. And remember, everybody who reserved a kit through Happy Little Stitch Shop gets entered into a drawing to win free custom quilting by Quilting is My Serenity, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait to see that get finished. It was so generous of her to donate that to us. And then we'll start making these blocks. And so I'm super excited about it. And Cozy Christmas is being discontinued. So this will be the last hurrah for Cozy Christmas right here at Happy Little Stitch Shop. We're going to make this beautiful vintage Christmas quilt. I'm super excited. So this is coming in January. And I can't wait to start adding those blocks in. And then that's January. And then coming in February, we have two collections coming. The first one is Notting Hill by Amy Smart, also known as Diary of a Quilter. This is Notting Hill. I have ordered the entire collection for this one. I think it's kind of a lovely collection. And so I'm really excited to see. Look at those dots and those plaids. And this is probably one of my favorites from this collection. And then we have this quilt kit available to be reserved in the shop. It's called Summer Bunting. And it's using Notting Hill, and it's by Amy Smart. So this is available to reserve in the shop before they run out. And this collection comes in February, is due to arrive in February. The other one that is due to arrive in February is Oh Happy Day by Sandy Gervais. And I've also, April, yes, the blue and white London fabric. Me too. I think that's my favorite from that collection. Oh Happy Day by Sandy Gervais. I am kind of really digging this fabric collection. I don't know why, but the colors I think are just great. And I love the sentiment behind it. Like it's going to be a perfect spring collection. So this is coming in February. We are doing, here's a little peek at the fabrics quick. Such pretty colors. I mean, look at these greens. They're great. And the panel, we are doing this Block of the Month Club. It's a 9-month Block of the Month Club. I can't remember if there are more available or not. It might still be available out there. I think it is. But you'll get a kit shipped to you each month. And we will slowly put together this quilt. I'm pretty excited about it. It says things like, be the sunshine. It's not all sunshine and lollipops, but a good amount of it actually is. Find your happy place. Old-fashioned things like fresh air and sunshine are hard to beat. You can never have too much happy. So it's just needed, let's carry that into the new year and have it be a happy new year. So this will be starting in March. So you can sign up and reserve your spot for that. And here are some more peeks at some of the prints. So, Oh Happy Day is due to arrive in February. So I hope it doesn't get delayed. Oh, good. Okay. And then in April, and I'm giving you a heads up about this one, these two, because I haven't had to order these yet. And so there's still time to get your reservations in so that you can be included in the order. Because after I order, I have to kind of cap it at a certain amount. And then once those are gone, they're gone. So these two, I have my Post-its all over it. We have Smoke and Rust. This is the next collection by Lelo Boutique. Lelo Boutique. It looks like this. It's very, very pretty. You guys liked a couple of these so much that you asked me to add them in so that they could be available for reservation. So we have this one, which is called Mountainside. This one is available to be reserved in the shop. And we also have Concord, which is this one down here. That's available to be reserved in the shop as well. And then fat quarter bundles. So Smoke and Rust fat quarter bundles can also be reserved in the shop. So if that is something you're interested in, please go and make your reservations so that you don't miss out. And then the other one, Smoke and Rust. Shoot, and what else? Oh yeah. Crystal Lane. This one has been selling like crazy, you guys. Oh my gosh, I have so many reservations for this one. It's insane. Wonderful, but crazy. So this one is due in April as well. This is Crystal Lane by Bunny Hill Designs. And I have reservations out there for all of these things. And they have been getting reserved like crazy. So if you are interested in them, I would recommend you get your reservation in so you can be included in the initial numbers, because I think this one's going to go fast. And so even if I cushion those initial numbers, I'm not sure there will be enough left. So this one is called Crystal Lane. Yeah, there's a Crystal Lane quilt kit, which is this one up here. This one down here, which has been crazy popular, is called Blue Spruce. So you can reserve that one in the shop. This one over here is called Wintertime. That one can be reserved in the shop as well. And this one up here is a little mini quilt, and it's called Snowbirds. And that one can be reserved in the shop as well. And so can the Crystal Lane Fat Quarter Bundle. And again, that one is due to release in April, which means I will probably get the notification that I have to order pretty soon. So get your orders in if you are interested in either of those two so you can be included in the initial numbers, and be sure to get what you want. Yeah, Sharon's edging on her deer quilt. It has a scalloped edge. It was so nice. It was really pretty. Okay, now we are at the point where I am going to share. Let me see if I can get it. Okay. I still have to finish. Okay, here's my Snoopy quilt. My Snoopy Christmas quilt. Still hanging out here. Still not getting any closer to being done. So I didn't pull him out to show him. He just happens to be covering the other stuff I was going to show. Okay, so we are in month 2 of our Shine On block of the month. So we're making this beautiful Shine On sampler quilt. And so I'm going to share my blocks quick. Here's the first block that I made. This is block 1. This one was block 2, the bee. It's really cute. It's so cute. Every time I finish one of these, I'm like, oh my gosh, these are darling. This is block 3. Super cute. Sharon says, love your Snoopy block. Thank you. I see many more Snoopy quilts in my future. I just need to get cranking on that one. And look, I made the flower. And it's right side up. Yellow on top. Yellow on top. I did it upside down. I don't know if any of you saw that, but I first posted it. I made it over the weekend, and I posted it with the top flipped. So the yellow was on top of the stem and the petals were on top. And I was getting to the end and I was so excited. Do you ever get to that point where you're like, I'm almost done with this block? And you're really excited to like share it and go and show people. And so I was getting to the end and I was getting super excited to go and share this block and show my husband and my kids. And so I got it all done and I measured it and I was like, okay, everything's good. It looks great. And I took it out and I showed it to them and they were like, wow, that looks really good. You know, nice. It looks good. And then I took a picture and I posted it and I was like really happy and proud of myself that I got this block done. And it went together really smoothly, which I was also like, okay, this is great. It went together smoothly. It was good. And then I went to go to bed that night and I laid down in bed and I was like, oh, it's wrong. I did it wrong because I knew, like in my mind, I knew the yellow was supposed to go on top, but I still put it on upside down. And even though it was all put together, I was seeing it and it wasn't computing that it wasn't right. And so I laid down in bed and I was like, oh, it's wrong. And so then I had to grab my phone and pull up a picture to look at the quilt to see if what the flower looks like. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I couldn't sleep because I wanted to get it switched. Finally, I fell asleep and then I got up early the next morning because as soon as my eyes opened, I was thinking about that block and how I wanted to fix it because it was wrong. And then I got up early and I fixed it right away in the morning. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. And never let your sewing machine know you're in a hurry. No kidding. Like you get to the end and you're like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm almost done. And then mistakes creep in. I was undecided on whether I liked the flower, but seeing it done is beautiful. It really is beautiful. I mean, putting it together was fun and I like it. And I think that once it's part of the whole quilt, it's really gonna be a focal point of the quilt. I think it'll be really pretty. Sam says, no one judged your upside down flower. I promise. It was cute. I know, but do you ever have that where you're like, oh my gosh. And then my kids had no idea. Like they liked it the way that it was. It looked cute upside down too. That's what a lot of people said. They were like, it looked good both ways. And it could have been the other way. I mean, who would have known? But we do have cone flowers outside of our house. And so this kind of looks more like a cone flower. So it's good. I like it. And it was a quick fix. I mean, it's not like I had to tear the whole thing apart. I just had to take off the top 2 rows and flip them around. So it went pretty quickly. But I'm loving this block of the month. It is so fun, so happy, and I'm loving the stitch along as well. I am so glad that we decided to do this, and I am so glad that I'm doing it along with you because I'm really enjoying getting more time behind my sewing machine and feeling this accomplishment of getting a few blocks done a month is better than I was doing before. And so I'm really, really enjoying this, and I'm excited. I'm so excited to keep doing more and more and more. So this is a lot of fun. I'm so glad that we're doing it. Okay, now, before we get into cross stitch, let's do the 12 days of Christmas. Are you ready? Sharon says, my seam ripper is my best friend. I know. I try not to get it out. And then once I get it out, I just end up keeping it out because it's probably going to need to be used again. Hi, Lynn. I'm so glad that you got on. Thank you for joining us. Okay. I'm going to pull out all the stuff and I'll tell you what are the things for today. Okay. Let me get this. I'm going to stick this in here. All right. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a quilt kit wrapped under the tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me two books I love and a quilt kit wrapped under the tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 prim tins. I'm not going to go through all of them. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 vintage trims. This is like a job hazard of the job. I always have threads all over me. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 needle minders. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 seams a laying, which includes all seam stuff. diagonal seam tape, all the stuff that you need to have flat seams, which, by the way, can people please tell me, I'm not very happy with how flat my seams are as I've been stitching up so many things. And then my iron got dropped, and I think it's been worse since then because my iron fell on the floor, and I just don't think that it's working. So what iron do you guys use? If you could please comment in the comment section about that so that I have something to go back and look at. What iron do you use, and what kinds of things do you recommend to have really flat seams, because it's kind of driving me crazy. So I wanted to ask you guys that today. If you guys have any special tools or tricks that you do to have flatter seams, to get your seams to lie flat. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 scissors trimming. We have lots of scissors in the shop. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 boards for mounting, sticky boards. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 needles dancing. Here are needles. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 yards a heaping. And then the last 2, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 patterns pleasing. So that's going to be a discount on all cross stitch patterns. So if you guys are looking for cross stitch patterns, the discount is going right now, and it's called Merry Patterns. And the yardage one is also going right now, and that one is Merry Yardage. So both of those are active right now. The yardage one ends tonight. The patterns one ends tomorrow night. And then the 12th day is the 12th day of Christmas. My true love gave to me 12 cloths for stitching. So all cross stitch cloth will be on sale. And I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. The 12th day of Christmas, which will be not tomorrow, but Saturday, I'm going to send out my newsletter in the morning, hopefully, if I don't forget. And the final code is going to include all of the days of Christmas. That's my plan. That's my plan. Don't hold me to it. Like, don't get mad if it doesn't end up working out, because if I go in and try to do it and it doesn't end up working out, but that's my hope, is to do that. So then anybody who has enjoyed the 12 days of Christmas but wanted to wait till the end to get their stuff, you can use that code on Saturday, and it will be good on all of the things that were included in the 12 days of Christmas. But it will be good for Saturday only. That's my plan, is Saturday only. So those are the 12 days of Christmas. What did you guys think? Was it too cheesy? Was it too dorky? It might be, and I can take it. You can tell me and be honest. Ooh, okay. Definitely a clapper. April says, that's what you have? You have that fancy iron, April? Wool mat plus a clapper. Oh, so do you, Sam. All right, use a clapper. Also starch. Yeah, I don't use a starch. Wendy says, definitely a clapper. Sam says, oh yes, wool mat too. Oh, I'm going to have to get one. And those wool mats, can you put them right on your cutting tabletop and then just iron right up there? Because that would be really nice. Kim says, I've heard the clapper works well, and steam. Tracy says, you need to start selling clappers. I'm gonna, because I have heard that from other people as well. I've heard that before. And I thought, oh, I don't know. It seems like it might be tricky to use, but maybe once I have it in hand, it will make more sense to me. But I'm going to include it in my next order, because I'm busy ordering right now, trying to restock the shop with stuff. And so I'm going to get that, Laura, or who said that? Tracy. I'm going to get the clapper for sure. Sandy says, it was awesome. You guys, I feel kind of like a dork when I do that. Laura says, clapper. Brandy, I thought it was clever. Great job. Oh, good. Thank you. Sue says, wool mats. Okay. It was awesome, says Cindy. I sing along when I read the email. Good. I hope that you do. I tried to make it match up as much as possible so that people could kind of sing it. Kim says, I loved it. So clever. Love your singing. April says, maybe not the wool mat on top of your cutting mat. Okay, he does go through a little. Okay, so I'd probably just keep it on my ironing spot then. You don't want your cutting mat to get more. No, I don't, because I do not want to purchase another one. It was great. Hey, tell mom she has to come back and tell us some funny childhood stories. I said that to her. I said, because she was like, I'm just saying hello and then I'm leaving. And I said, well, what if people have questions? And she said, you can answer the question. I said, what if they have questions about how awesome I was as a child? Only you can attest to that. And she was like, oh, you were just precious. You were the best ever. I said, yeah, people need to hear that, Ma. So that's what I said. I said, come back and tell how sweet of a kid I was. Was the cross stitch cloth code? So I'm going to do a special code for Saturday that will include everything, including the cloth. And I haven't figured out what it's going to be yet. Because I'm going to do, it'll be like Mary 12 days or, something like that. That's all inclusive of all of the 12 days. And then you'll get the discount on all of the items. So that'll be in the newsletter. Brandy, if you get our newsletter, it'll be in there on Saturday. And I will also post it on Instagram. So you will see it there. Laura says, I know Lori Holt uses clappers. Does she? Did I know that? I don't know if I knew that. Sam, I have my wool mat on my cutting table and I would not survive without starching as I go. Also loved your 12 days. Yay, Kim. The wool mats are nice, but they smell. Ugh. I like the alpaca mats a tad better. Oh, Sharon says, right? I was an awesome child, Sharon. April says, are 3 orders in 2 weeks too many? Asking for a friend. April, that's funny. Okay, and then really quick, I wanted to share some yardage that I have in the shop that feels neglected. This one is Balboa. I have so many bolts of this particular fabric because I thought it was beautiful for a backing. And so I ordered like maybe 5 bolts. So this is in the shop. It's Balboa by Sherry and Chelsea, but I can't remember what the name of the fabric is. And then My Heritage, this text print is kind of on this dark teal. It's like a very dark teal. So this, I have a few bolts of that in the shop, and that text print also comes on a cream color. So that's in the shop for yardage because we have the yardage sale today. And then I don't want you guys to forget that I have Lori Holt wide back. So I have a ton of prim in the shop, and I have Lori Holt wide back prim yardage too. That's kind of just been sitting here, not getting a lot of love. So that stuff is available in the shop. And guess what? I got Folktale is in the shop. I got it all listed. I got it done this week. I cranked through it. It's on the website. Folktale is officially out there. So I have yardage for Folktale. I have Folktale is by Lello Boutique. I have charm packs, and I think I have mini charms. And then I think I have enough. If you contact me soon enough or you place your order soon enough, I have enough to make fat quarter bundles of Folktale as well. But once I'm low on some yardage because I had to cut it up for quilt kits. And so those fat quarter bundles won't be available for a long time because once one of the pieces of yardage, bolts of yardage sells out, then I can't make the complete fat quarter bundles anymore. Okay, now let's get on to some cross stitch stuff quick. And I'm going to start, you guys, Sandy sent me this cloth. So she was trying to be helpful because I was searching for some glitter cloth for our Glitter Village Stitch Along, which starts in January. And I was having a really hard time, finding glittery metallic cloth in 14 or 16 count Aida, because a lot of our stitchers like stitching on 14 or 16 count. And so I like to have our stitch alongs. That's kind of the default cloth. And then there are some people who prefer different things, and they reach out and they contact me and they say, hey, can you get this cloth for me instead? And I say, yes, I can. Or can you get this count cloth for me instead? And then I just substitute for those people who prefer a different count. But our kind of default count is 14 and 16 because that's what the majority like to stitch on. So I was having a really hard time. So she sent this to me. It's actually 25 count Lugana, so it's not going to work for the Glitter Village, but it is so gorgeous that I am going to be stocking it in the shop. And it has, can you see that sparkle? And it is called Desert Opalescent. Desert Opalescent. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And what really touched my heart is she said that I could keep it. I was like, Sandy, I will send this back to you. And she said, no, you keep it. So nice of you. Thank you so, so much, Sandy. I don't get gifts. And so it really means a lot to me when somebody is kind enough to think of me. Like, that's really nice of you to send this to me. And now I'm trying to think of a really special stitch to use this on because it's really, really pretty. And I'm so glad you sent it to me and introduced me to it because it's going to be in the shop and it's beautiful. Kim says the wide back is beautiful. I used it on my nephew's quilt and I love, love, love it. Gonna need more at some point. Brandy says, oh, I like that cloth. Pretty. Sandy says, you are so welcome. I'm serious. It always touches me whenever somebody sends a little treat for me. Like, that doesn't happen. And it really is very, very kind and generous and totally unnecessary. But it you know, brightens your day. It makes you feel like, oh, somebody was thinking of me. That's kind of nice. So thank you so, so much. Okay, so I'm going to go through really quickly my stitch along stuff. I have gotten a little bit of a start on Cottage of the Month January, which, by the way, a customer reached out to me and said, would you please host the Cottage of the Month Stitch Along again? She said, I know you're in the midst of it right now. I wasn't able to join the first time. I would like to join the second time. If you have enough interest, could you please host it again? I was like, yes. You don't have to ask me that again because I love these cottages. They're probably, I mean, I just love them. They're so much fun to stitch. And so that is out on the website right now. The Cottage of the Month Stitch Along Part 2 is on the website. You can reserve your spot. If you missed stitching these with us the first time and you really want to stitch them, we're doing another stitch along. And I think I have it starting in maybe March, maybe April. I can't remember. I don't think it's February. I think it's March. So please go reserve your spot and stitch through these gorgeous cottages. They're so much fun to stitch. So I think I said I wasn't going to get that reservation out there till the new year, but then I did it last week and just got it out there. So I didn't get very far. I'm just starting. So this is January. And I hope these usually go pretty quickly, especially once I get the word done. Then it feels like the rest goes really fast. I don't know why that is because the bulk of it is in the middle, but for some reason, maybe it's that I really enjoy stitching houses. So then it feels like it goes really fast to me. I don't know. I did not get started on Sew by Row. I'm looking forward to getting started on these pin cushions. So we did the scissors in November, and now in December, we're doing these pin cushions, this whole row. And some of you have already started and some of you have already finished, and it looks beautiful. So I'm really anxious to get going on that. And then I did finish, I fell a little bit behind over Thanksgiving. So I have been playing a little bit of catch up, but I did get caught up on Shine On. So I finished our November part. And then I got a little bit of a start on the flower for December. So that is where Shine On is. This one, I think I could seriously make a quilt out of this block right here and just love it. I love those colors. I love that block, that star block for some reason. It really stood out to me while I was stitching it. I thought, oh my gosh, this would make a beautiful quilt. I would love to make a quilt just with all of those star blocks. So this stitch along is a lot of fun too. I'm really enjoying it. And it's so bright and colorful and happy. It is a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And then coming up, we have some stitch along starting in January. And I have been busy ordering cloth and getting floss kits ready. My mom was doing that last week or this week. I can't remember, maybe last week, getting all the floss kits put together. The first one that's starting in January is called Early Americans. This is by Little House Needleworks. I think this is a 9-part series. We're going to stitch through the whole series. And I have cloth, and you will get a series floss kit. So you won't get a floss kit each month. You'll get one big floss kit at the beginning of the month. And the reason that I'm trying to do that as much as possible when it makes sense for the series is because it's more cost effective. Instead of having repeat threads throughout all of the different floss kits month to month to month, you'll just get one floss kit at the beginning, and that should be enough for the entire series. Of course, if you need more, individual skeins are always available in the shop. And we just recently did inventory for floss, and so hopefully the amounts on the website should be accurate. So Little Americans starts in January. I'm very excited to stitch that. Little Americans, Early Americans by Little House Needleworks. The other one that is starting is Glitter Village. I have ordered cloth for this in a 14 and 16 count. I got shipment notification yesterday, so hopefully it should be arriving. I'm excited to see it and make sure that it's going to work. But Glitter Village is another 9-part series. This one is by Cottage Needleworks. My mom is stitching this one with all of you, and she is chomping at the bit to get started. She cannot wait for that cloth to arrive. We've gotten the floss kits together. We've got all the patterns, so we are set. We are good to go. The other one we're starting in January is the stitch cards. Teeny tiny pillows, stitch along. My little one keeps taking my pillows, so I'm not sure where they are right now because she likes playing with them. But we're going to stitch through these. For this stitch along, you get one shipment that covers 4 months. So it's a quarterly stitch along. So you'll do this one in month 1, and then this one in month 2, month 3, month 4, and then you'll get another shipment to work on stitch card set B. And then we'll do stitch card set C. And did you see Lori Holt's Christmas ones? G, I think, stitch card set G that just came out. They are so darn cute. So I have cloth for this. It's going to be I think it's a 14 or 16 count Ada. And we have the floss kit for the first stitch card set. So we are all set to ship this out to you at the beginning of January. So the reservation is still online for this one. Since we've done ordering, I have capped some of the reservations. So be sure you get in if you want to. I think for Glitter Village, I think we only have 1 spot left. And I have exhausted all of the cloth sources. And so I cannot get any more cloth because I bought the people out that I got the cloth from. So I have to cap it, and I can't go any higher for that one because cloth is not available anymore. Cindy says, looking forward to Glitter House. And Wendy says, me too, April. If you have enough remaining after you fulfill your stitch along, would you consider selling the patterns as set only? Yes. So somebody else has asked me that if I could do, well, so the patterns are available for individual sale on the website. So all of the Glitter Villages out there, the stitch cards I think are out there. Anything that we're doing a stitch along for, I usually have it available on the website, but I don't have it available as a set. And somebody else had asked me that, like if I could sell a Frosty Forest set and Farmhouse Christmas as a set. So yes, I think that is a great idea, and I am going to do that. Then you don't have to go through and hunt for the whole thing. You can just purchase the set as one kit. I think that's a wonderful idea. So I am going to make those adjustments to the website as soon as I remember to do it. No, I will. I'm going to make those adjustments soon. So yes, I will make any ones that we have as a stitch along. I will sell it together as an entire set just to make it easier. Yes. And if you want to use, so I have some Classic Colorworks in the shop. And if you want higher count fabric, you can always join our stitch along and just contact me and say you want such and such a count, because I have other people who do that. There are some people, the majority prefer 14, 16 count Ada, but I have some people who choose 32 count linen, and that's what they prefer. I have some people who choose 25 count Lugana. They love stitching on that, or 28 count Lugana. So I can make those substitutions for you so that when I send you that initial kit, I will include your count of fabric that you prefer. And even if you have a specific fabric that you really want to use for that stitch, just tell me. And if I can get it, I would be happy to get it for you and include it with your first shipment. If I can't get it, then I'll just be honest with you and say, I don't have a supplier that sells that, so I can't get it. But I'm happy to work through all of that with you, because we just want people to stitch with us. So, and I know everybody has their own preferences. And if I can get that stuff and meet your preferences, then I'm happy to do it. There will get a point maybe that I won't be able to customize service as much as I am now. But right now I can do that, and I am happy to do it. I'm happy to do it if I can get all the supplies you need. So just send me an email or message me and let me know. Okay, then in February, we are starting Snow Village. So this one is also available in the shop to reserve your spot. Snow Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. This will start in February. I'm excited about that. And then in March, we have Sampler of the Month by Country Cottage Needleworks, and we'll start Cottage of the Month by Country Cottage Needleworks in March. I think that's it. Okay, then I have some new stuff in the shop that I want to share with you. I can't remember if I showed these last week. We have a new shipment from Stitching with the Housewives. First, we have Truckin' Along February by Stitching with the Housewives. We have Hello Winter. Look at those snowmen. They're so cute. This one I think was my favorite. This one was called Floyd and Flurry. That one was pretty cute. I love the colors. I really like the colors on this one. And all those little cardinals in the tree. Very cute. So those are available in the shop. And guess what? Celebrate Tiered Trays, Stitchers, all of you who are involved in the Celebrate Tiered Trays Stitch Along, I got Autumn. It has arrived. It was finally in stock and I was able to order it. So it has arrived. This will ship in January. So I will invoice for this at the end of the month with all the other Stitch Alongs. And this one will be ready to ship in January. Very cool. It's so, so cute. Look at that. Oh, I love it. So those are all new in the shop. This one is not listed in the shop because I could only get enough. Again, I bought the supplier out. I could only get enough for Stitch Along Stitchers. So the Autumn one is not in the shop yet, but when I can get more, I'm going to get more, and it will be listed in the shop with all of the other Tiered Trays ones that I have. And then I have a few more goodies in the shop. These are some quilt patterns that are newly listed in the shop. This is Daybreak by Camille, Thimble Blossoms of Bonnie and Camille. So that's listed in the shop. We have Sparkling, just for the individual quilt pattern. This one is listed in the shop. This is by Chelsea Stratton using Balboa, but if it's just for the quilt pattern. Then I have by Lella Boutique, Cottage Blossoms. I've always thought this one was so pretty. So pretty. Also by Lella Boutique, this one is Forest. So pretty. And this one is Spring Fling by Lella Boutique. This was my favorite from her Folktale collection quilts that she did. I love this one. I really would like to make this one. So those are all listed in the shop. And then I have a few more goodies. First, we have Be Cute Lace by Lori Holt. This is her 2 yards of each lace. There are 3 different kinds of laces on here. And this is now listed in the shop. So I watched that. One of you guys told me to go watch her Christmas pillow. She just did a little tutorial on her YouTube channel of how to do her Christmas cards that she just released. Stitch Card Set G. She just released, and she was going over her pillows. When she first did her pillows, she put felt on the back and then put a little pin on there with some decorations. And I didn't really care for that. So I have been finishing all of my pillows without that slit on the back. Instead, I just stitch along the edge. But this time she added this lace and it looks pretty cool. I don't really like felt. I'm not much of a felt person, but it looked really cool with the lace. And so I'm kind of debating about trying some like that and seeing what I like better. And then she puts a little decoration on the back on top of the lace, but the lace looked pretty cool. So this is in the shop. If you're making up, I mean, you can use it for whatever. You can use it for pillows, your cross stitch finishes. This would be cool with that. Or, oh, I don't remember what I was going to say. Okay. And then we have the Prim Star Needle Minder. That's new in the shop. And this monstrous Lori Holt needle minder. It's just called Magnetic Needle Minder, but it's huge. It's very large. And then we have some Christmas gift tags in the shop. Lori Holt Christmas gift tags and Lori Holt Vintage Happy 2 mug. Pretty cute. I've always thought that these were really cute, and I just never got them. And then this last time I ordered, I thought, oh yeah, I wanted to try to get those. So these are available in the shop as well. Okay, that's everything. We went through everything. Now, we get to do a drawing. This week we are drawing for this. Right, Judy? So do I. Oh, Sharon does too. Okay, I really like this mug too. Thinking about getting one for myself. Just to have on my sewing table to put whatever in. But I think they're adorable. And on the other side, it says, well, let me just show you. So on the front, it's this sewing machine. And then on the back, it says, so happy. So it's pretty cute. And it's tin. I like it. It's a camping mug. It reminds me of camping when I was little. Or even now, we have some of this camping stuff when we go camping too. It's packed away in our camper for the winter. Okay, so we have this that we are giving away. It is a little fat quarter bundle of a bunch of different fabrics, and I'm going to draw for it right now. And the winner is, just popped right out of there. The winner is Alicia Victoria. Alicia Victoria, you have won the Fat Quarter Bundle. Please contact me to claim your prize. If I don't hear from you before Wednesday night next week, so you have a week to contact me. If I don't hear from you, then this goes back in the prize drawer to be drawn for again. But congratulations, Alicia. I am so excited for you. Please, please contact me to claim your prize. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please like our videos so that other people can find us. We are approaching 900 subscribers, which is so exciting. And I hope that more people will subscribe. And I've seen that some of you guys have been sharing posts on Instagram and our YouTube channel. I really, really appreciate that. Clearly it has helped because we continue to grow. So thank you so, so much. Please remember to give us a thumbs up. And the prize for this week, the question is, what is your favorite Christmas movie? So please comment below on what your favorite Christmas movie is. That's a hard one for me because I like classics. Like every year I watch White Christmas every year, just without fail. The girls and I used to snuggle up in our bed. We used to have a TV in our room. We don't anymore, but we used to, and we used to snuggle up in bed and we would watch White Christmas every year. Now we just watch it in the living room on the couch. But that one is a favorite of mine. But I also like, every year I watch Serendipity with John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale. I don't know why, but that one has kind of a Christmas feel to it. It's not really even a Christmas movie, but it's kind of set during Christmas time. So it kind of has a Christmas feel. And then the other one that I watch every year is Family Stone. And it confuses some of my sisters as to why I watch that one every year. But I really like that movie for some reason. Like that family, even though they have their issues, they kind of are very accepting of each other, regardless of their issues. And they still love each other and support each other despite all of that. And I don't know, I really like that movie. So I watch that every year too. But please let me know your favorite Christmas movie, and you will be put into a drawing to win a set of Lori Holt Christmas gift tags. So this is the drawing for next week. Please be sure that you follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. Please join our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook group. We have a lot of people sharing stuff out there. It's a lot of fun to see all of your projects that you're working on. So please continue to share, and people go and sign up so that you can join that group. And then please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are so close to 900. It'd be great to get there this month if we can. That's it. I think I have everything. I'm so glad that you guys took some time to hang out with me today. Thank you so, so much. And I'm glad you got to meet my mom briefly. Have a great week. I will see you here again next week on December 17th. And hopefully I'll have lots of stitching progress to share with you. So have a wonderful week, you guys. Take care and happy stitching. We'll see you next week.